Takano. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am appalled by the rise of anti-Semitism amid a painful and precarious moment in light of the October 7th attack launched against Israel. And I'd like to take this opportunity to address a recent vote that I took, and so that folks can understand why I did what I did. Congressman Owens, the chairman, introduced a resolution titled condemning the support of Hamas, Hezbollah, and other terrorist organizations at institutions of higher education, which may lead to the creation of a hostile environment for Jewish students, faculty, and staff. To be clear, the early draft of this resolution was a resolution that I intended to support. I believe that condemning the actions, the heinous actions of Hamas was an important thing for Congress to express and to express maybe something different that was going on many of our nation's campuses. However, the resolution that came to the floor for a vote differed vastly from the initial version. The subsequent iteration contained added whereas clauses, many of which misrepresented instances of anti-Semitism on college campuses. Congress has a responsibility to remain truthful above all else. If we are misrepresenting data to present a false narrative or perpetuate a narrative which may provide some political gain, then we are providing a disservice to those we represent. So after much thought and deliberation, I voted against the resolution because it was overly broad and implied university administrations are not challenging or properly responding to instances of anti-Semitism, notwithstanding what our witness here has testified today. I do realize that some administrators have not acted with appropriate alacrity. One of the whereas clauses in this resolution included an instance of a Stanford lecturer targeting Jewish students. From what I heard, it was a despicable moment. This did not depict, however, a full, accurate picture because the text of the resolution failed to recognize that the instructor was subsequently suspended by Stanford University. A second mischaracterization occurred on page 2 of the text, which read, quote, whereas on October 22nd, 2023, the Brandeis University student government voted down a simple resolution condemning Hamas and calling on the immediate release of all hostages back to their families unharmed, end quote. Now, this could have done potential harm to the students at Brandeis University who were mischaracterized as having failed to condemn Hamas. Inaccurate reporting misconstrued the dynamics of a student Senate vote that concerned process and procedure. The Brandeis Student Union had not issued any statement that supported Hamas, and they actually vigorously condemned the attack. This resolution should not have been included in a congressional resolution. Misreporting prompted the Brandeis University president to set the record straight, and he released a formal statement entitled Setting the Record Straight. And the statement expressed what the university unequivocally stands with Israel. And Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent for this letter to be entered into the record.
No objection.
Now, the pro-Israel organization J Street further recommended to members to object to the Owens resolution, citing concerns with the implication that universities were not acting to address instances of anti-Semitism. Some of my colleagues have attempted to seize an opportunity to divide the Democratic caucus with gotcha resolutions and bad faith attempts to condemn anti-Semitism, which is what the resolution, in my view, ended up being. Competing resolutions have been introduced which support Jewish students without perpetuating any falsehoods, and such as the Kustoff Wassman Schultz resolution. And I was proud to be an early signer of this resolution to condemn anti-Semitism on college campuses and encourage higher education leaders to respond to incitements of violence. If we could only have passed that resolution instead. This hearing presents a unique opportunity to discuss the balance between First Amendment protections and Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. And I'm running out of time, but I am convinced, as from the testimony from Ms. Burdett, that we can strike that balance and we can meet the challenge of the moment for Jewish students on campus and all students. And that is our duty as representatives, and that is duty of our government, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.